genuine question actually. How do you handle slow seasons? Um, Slow seasons is something that I believe everybody experiences in one way or the other. Basically, slow season is when things are not going as well as they used to. Things are not progressing as nice as they used to before, and everything is a bit slower. Business, relationships, like generally life is just moving at a slower pace than how it should be moving. So how do you handle such situations? What do you do in such circumstances? Um, I will not say I'm experiencing a slow season now, but probably when there's a shift in the flow of your life, you can definitely notice. You can tell when there's a shift, right? If everything is like moving so great and then all of a sudden it's not moving as great as she used to be. I know that certain things are seasonal, for example. So I know that everybody experiences slow seasons. Okay, it's not realistic that you just be on the high every month of the year. It's not realistic. So I know that we all have slow seasons. So I would like to know how some of you handle your slow seasons. For me, I would say that I use the period, or I've been using this period to know more about myself, to learn more about myself. I've been using this period to try out new things that I did not have the time to try out before. I've been using this period to grow, basically. And how do you grow? By gaining new knowledge, new experiences, trying new things, basically discovering yourself. um yeah, I would say that's what I've been using this time to do. I think times like this come for a reason, because if slow moments like this don't come, we actually will not get the chance to slow down and just be present in the moment. If everything is going smoothly, you're mostly going fast, fast, fast. You may never have the time to relax and take proper account of what's happening. And but when things slow down a bit, it gives you more time to try out new hobbies, more time to discover yourself, more time to take account on how you have been moving and where you have been moving to, and see if truly you've been on the right path. So slow seasons, sometimes they are a blessing, right? Sometimes they come to help us, sometimes they come for clarity. Okay, because when life is going too good, you might actually be chasing the wrong things, but you will not be aware, because everything is going so smoothly, you're living on the high side. But when things slow down, I think it gives you time to really take account of how far you have come, and be sure that you are on the right path. Like I always say, nothing in life happens to us, it always happens for us. Now, what determines the overall outcome is your reaction to what has happened. Okay. Hi, I can see one person here. You can say, okay, the person has left. That's still fine. Slow seasons, we might not like them, but they are necessary in a way, because I think they keep us grounded. Even the Bible says that it is better to go into the house of mourning than the house of rejoicing, because when things are slow, it keeps you humble and it kind of connects you back to your original purpose. It reminds you why you started whatever it is that you're doing. It makes sure that you are on track, actually. Sometimes in life, when we feel like everything is going too good for us, we might start to feel a little invincible at the back of our mind, like not too much, and we may not say it out, but we might actually start to feel a bit invincible just at the back of our mind. So those slow seasons, I think one of the reasons they come is to humble us, to remind us that God is supreme and we still need him, we still need to rely on him. And don't forget that in your fast seasons you tend to have a lot of friends and a lot of people around you, because this is the season that you are doing really well. Probably you have a lot of you have a lot of money, probably you have a lot of everything going for you, probably you've gained popularity. So it's your fast season. Basically everybody wants to be around you, everybody wants to be associated with you. But the moment things are not as smooth as they used to be, that's when you realize who really has your back and who doesn't. I tell people all the time, or I say to myself actually, that the friends that I rejoice with, they are not the same as the friends that when I say mourn with, because I don't really mourn, like the friends that I go through tough times with. The friends that I go through tough times with would definitely mean more to me than the friends that are just there when things are, rosy. The friends that are just there when you guys are having a good time. And there's some people like that. If it's not a good time, they're not going to be around. If they're with you and they're having a good time and suddenly things go bad for you, they will just leave you and move on to the next person that is having a good time. Okay, those are fair weather friends. They're only here for the good time, they're not here for a long time. So when everything is going smoothly and you make a whole ton of friends and things suddenly go bad, I think it just puts things into perspective for you. It lets you know who is who. Your friends and family lets you know who really has your back. It lets you know who is really there for you or who is just pretending. I think it exposes things that have been hidden actually. If you're on the fast lane and suddenly things go slow for you, I feel like it exposes a lot of things that you could not see when things were going really well. That's what I think. Okay, so if you have any contributions, any comments, you can leave them in the comment section. I would be reading. But slow seasons come to actually benefit us. I don't think they come to destroy us. But a slow season is not a total write-off. A slow season is not the end of the road for you. A slow season is not dethroning you. It's just what it is, a slow season. Okay, it's the same way. Even in the Bible, the Egyptians experienced famine. It doesn't mean that they were never going to experience a period of plenty. It's just a temporary occurrence. That period of famine where you feel like nothing is growing, nothing is working, that is even the time where you need to seek God more. That is the time where you need to get in tune with yourself. That is the time where you need to even rediscover yourself, because now you have more time on your hands. So the best thing you can do for yourself is make good use of whatever phase of life that you find yourself in. I think that is the ultimate trick, to make good use of whatever phase of life that you find yourself in. Either it's a good time or it's a bad time, because like I said here yesterday on my live, seasons don't last forever. Hi Black Bee, welcome to the live. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I think this is your first time of joining my live. It's nice to have you here. Where are you texting from? Where are you texting from, Black Bee? Um, are you here? Okay, let me just go on. Whenever you're back, you can drop your response. So yeah, basically, like I said, this slow seasons come to expose a lot about you that you're not even aware of during the fast season. Badagry expert. Okay, you're in Lagos. I am all the way in Abuja actually. Um, but you're in yeah, that's Lagos now. Badagry Expressway. That's Lagos. How is Lagos? Hi, Junior. Nice to always see you. Junior, do you have your notifications on for when I come on live? Because lately these days you're always like I'm so sorry, I'm just asking, I'm just saying nothing serious actually. Like me said wow. Why why wow? It doesn't matter because we're in the same country anyway, it's just two different states. And Lagos to Abuja is not so very, very far from each other anyways. So yeah, like I was saying, slow seasons can be they can be really depressing in a way, because it's not mentally easy to go from a very stable point in life to go from a very high point in life where you have a lot of money, you know, you're gaining popularity, you're being invited to places, you're doing things, and all of a sudden everything becomes slow. The money is not coming in like before, you're not that popular anymore, and you know, you're just not the it person. Things have just slowed down for you. It's not the easiest thing to go through mentally, okay, because you went from relevance. It's like how in the industry, probably the music industry or in the film industry, they say that people fell off. Yes, my name is Blessing. Okay, you're just going through and then you got on my live. Okay, that's not. You're always welcome, Junior. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. But yeah, like I was saying, it's like in the music industry or in the film industry where they say that people fell off, okay? And you know how people can be, you know how people can talk. You know, when you go through a hard time, they say so many things that you don't even believe that these people that were your friends, they are capable of saying this kind of a thing about you. But it happens, okay? It's when you go through a tough time, a difficult time, a different time, that's when you really get to know who has your back and who doesn't. That's when you really get to know who is really your friend and who is not. And like I said earlier, I think the slow seasons also come for clarity. Slow seasons expose a lot of things that have been hidden before. And if you're not so busy like you used to be, it gives you time to think, it gives you time to reflect, it gives you time to re-strategize. Sometimes if we're so busy being here and there, we get carried away and we don't even realize when we start straying out of our purpose actually, because we're so busy, we're so occupied. Okay, it's when things slow down we now begin to take account of, okay, this is where I went wrong. Should I have been doing this? Should I not have been doing this? What is the purpose for this season? Because every season of life that you're in definitely has a purpose. If you're in a great season or you're in a sad season, there's definitely an overall purpose that it has on either your destiny, your purpose, or you know, your life in general. So it's always best that we look at the bright side of every situation. What lessons can we learn? What can we take? How can we maximize the situation that we are currently in? Because like I said yesterday, situations may not always come twice. Okay, you will not be in the same season of life forever. If you're in a particular season of life today, it will not be the same season of life that you are in tomorrow. So you have to maximize every season, because every season comes to teach you something. Every season comes to show you something. Every season, you experience every season for a purpose. Now if you don't take the lesson you're supposed to learn, if you don't maximize that season and use it as good as you can, you have sort of wasted that period of your life basically. And you know, sometimes we have repeated occurrences, like repeated when I say bad things, but repeated unfavorable things happen over and over again. Sometimes it's because we have not learned the lesson that we need to learn. That's what I think is reoccurring.